Okay, man, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Now, come on, now crank this motherfucker up.
Break it down like this.
Hello, Internet. Gino, that Guido Greco, here again with another episode of Deep Listens. And today we've played a game that had someone not won a fantasy football league. I think there's a 0% chance we would have covered it, but I think we were all pleasantly surprised by what we played of Infinity Nikki. What if Barbie was also Genshin Impact? Do you think that's...
Yeah, it's pretty close, yeah.
What if Polly Pocket...
I'll allow that.
What if Polly Pocket was also Legend of Zelda, the new one?
It's Tears of the Kingdom.
That. What if that was also
Yeah.
Polly Pocket?
What if Genshin Impact was also a dress-up game?
Exactly.
What was the Kim Kardashian one where you could dress up?
Doesn't
Oh.
exist. I don't think that's a real game.
I think it made multiple
bullshit.
hundreds of millions of dollars or
Nope.
whatever.
Nope, not real. That voice you just heard suggesting that Kim Kardashian made a video game was one Pete Busby. How you doing, Pete?
I'm doing good. I'm actually pretty excited to talk about this. I think it's going to be interesting. Let me ask y'all, have you been following the Winter Olympics at all?
No.
Somewhat, yes. I watched the biathlon yesterday for a while.
Whatever. I'm not going to talk about that.
Okay.
As our fun fact, this is more news than a fun fact, but it's so fun, I think I'm going to share it anyway. So there's been a recent alleged scandal in ski jumping.
Oh, I did hear about this.
You heard about
Oh,
this,
yeah.
man?
Tell the people.
I will. So in ski jumping, minor tweaks to your uniform, your outfit, your ski jumpsuit are massively valuable. So only 2 extra centimeters of fabric can lead to, I think, 6 meters of a further jump. So in order to try to get a little bit extra fabric in their suits, some ski jumpers were injecting their penises with hyaluronic acid, basically the stuff you use in dermal fillers, to give their unit, a little bit more girth to get more space in their jumpsuits. And then, when their size decreases over time, they then have that extra little crotch sail to help them increase their jumping distance. So it's a real arms race, I guess you could say, in ski jumping right now to have the biggest unit.
Okay.
It's a largening. It's a
Embiggening.
bigger situation.
I looked into it. It is effective.
Oh.
It can give you, I think the final size tally. I'm trying to jog back to my memory now, but it's something like 3 centimeters more of girth when
Like a beer can.
when flaccid.
See.
It's weird. The girth increase actually decreases when erect, which I found strange, but I don't think they're erect when they're getting measured for their ski suit.
That's the new frontier. That's the new frontier to get a little bit of extra space.
Supposedly, they used to just stuff in the past,
Oh.
but now increases in suit making technology can recognize that stuffing, and it's no longer an effective strategy. The meta's shifted, so to speak.
I feel...
Fascinating.
Is it a sign of a societal decline that people feel like they need to inject their dinguses with some sort of acid so that they can be slightly better at this obscure sport? Is this a sign of decadence?
Yeah, I
think people have been doing that since there have been sports.
That's true. I mean, they used to cut up monkey testicles and graft them onto their own. So I think we've improved somewhat.
Okay, hold on.
Excuse me, what?
We're going to have to get that one again.
I've definitely used that as a fun fact before.
I don't think you have. I think I would have remembered.
I was a medical procedure at one point. You would cut up chimp balls and graft them to your own.
Wait, who is they and what are graft? How does one graft?
I think you just sew them on.
Did he
directly skin to skin,
Is it on the inside or the outside? Are you
I
having
think
to open a thing up?
again, you're going further than my information, but my guess is it would have to be inside.
Huh. I wouldn't do that either.
What a remarkably horrible way to make yourself infertile.
My question is it better to inject acid into your penis for athletic performance or just to make it bigger?
I mean,
I
one of
think
them is
athletic
more
performance
honorable.
is at least a more legitimate reason to do it than like a couple extra centimeters for general largeness.
I think you're forgetting about the third reason, boredom.
This is a medical procedure, Gino.
Welcome to our podcast on Infinity Nikki, a game targeted at young women, I think.
Children, girls.
That other voice you hear is the mistress of games herself, M. Palladino.
Hello.
How are you doing, Em?
I have been so thrown off. I got here late and then I had to listen to that. So I'm a little rattled, but I am going to do my usual plugs
You do every
because
time.
I'm so good at doing that. Hello, I'm Game Maker M all over the internet. You can find me on Blue Sky. You can find me on itch.io. If you want to play some of my games, there is a bundle going on now, which I have hyped up in the Deep Listens Discord. The No Ice in Minnesota Itch bundle. You can find that. I think it's on the homepage of Itch right now. Yes, it is the featured bundle right now. If you want to play some of my games and maybe 1,400 other games, you can go buy that for $10 and you can support a good cause, help out your neighbors. And if you show proof of purchase to us, we will read a comment of your choosing, within certain limitations on the show. Thus far, one person has done so.
Yeah, and just a plug along those lines. We are
Yes.
encouraging folks to donate to the Immigrant Law Center of Minnesota, which is a legal fund that helps folks who are in immigration trouble in Minnesota, which you might think there's a lot of those folks right now. So if you wanted to donate, you could do so at ilcm.org/donate. Any dollar amount helps. And like Em said, if you were to show proof of donation to one of us, we would read a comment that you made at the top of the show or answer questions. We're flexible. Em, we had someone in the Discord take us up on this?
Yes. Our good friend Sparky_Buzzsaw in the Discord donated an amount of money. The note they showed me doesn't actually say how much, but I don't think that's a requirement. And the only request made was, quote, I have nothing for the host to say, but if someone wants to throw in their favorite dumb dad joke, that'd work perfect. So I pose it to the group. Do you have any dumb dad jokes you would like to share?
Do you know where I keep all my dumb dad jokes?
Where?
In my database.
Ah,
That's good.
that's pretty good. I'll allow it. That's a good one. Yeah. So I hope you got your money's worth.
Pete, do you have one?
Yeah, Pete. Anything to add?
I'm so committed to my childless lifestyle that I refuse to even learn dad jokes.
That's fair. That's fair. And I am also not applicable, so I didn't prepare for one.
You know what ducks like to eat?
What?
I don't think bread. I think that's bad for them.
Peas and quackers.
Oh.
That's probably not good either. It's funny.
That see, you're full of them.
And if you donate as well, you too could receive all this joy.
Yep.
I'm just saying, you could make us say anything. Like you
Within
could-
reason.
Within reason. There's an asterisk
Supposed
on
to be
that.
gainfully employed.
Yes. But you could make us say we like a game we don't like. You can make us say something embarrassing about ourselves.
I mean,
We'll
it'd
do
be hard to embarrass us
anything.
more than we embarrassed ourselves before we even got to this part of the show.
Yeah. It's open ended. So whatever the worst with an asterisk on it thing you can think of is,
Or best.
we'll do that.
What if
Or
you
best.
used it to spread joy? What
Yeah.
then? Our normal plugs, you can get in touch with the show, Deep Listens Podcast at gmail.com. That's our email address. deeplistens.libsyn.com. That's where we have our comment sections. Deep Listens Podcast.bluesky.social. That's our social media account. Follow us there, or skeet at us, I guess that's the term.
I do not accept that as the
What?
terminology.
Sorry, that's what Blue Sky, that's what they say.
You gotta
Because
get
it's
off that platform, man. Dang.
because it's blue sky, so sky, and then because it's tweets instead it's skeets, and I don't like it.
I hate it.
I've never liked it. I've never used it, and I won't.
If it's good enough for the Yin Yang Twins, it's good enough for us. That's all I'm saying.
That is the Yin Yang Twins, right?
But you can also support the show on patreon.com/deeplistens at the $1 tier. You would get access to our Discord where you can talk to the host of the show and other members of the community. And at the $3 tier, you get access to the OG Soncast, which, Pete, I think you're recording after this.
I am. So by the time this comes out, it should be a different anime, but I'm not sure which one as yet.
What's
Okay,
coming
excellent.
out next?
Samurai Champloo.
Nice.
What a good show.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
throw some hot takes out in that episode too. You just wait.
Speaking of the Discord, if you were to join the Patreon, you could be on the Discord and then post there, which would maybe end you up in the Discord report.
The Discord report. This week on the Discord, our fantasy league is still going because it's going all year. There has been some shakeups in the standings. I'm going to quickly run down what we have got going on. My points have tanked since last time. I was up 13 and now I'm down to 10. But that is across 2 games instead of 1, so I'm having a hard time. In first position, Slag, still getting points for Cult of the Lamb Woolhaven, 17 points, pretty good. Reki is up here with Code Vein getting 4 points, and Mio Memories in Orbit getting 13 for a total of 17, which you would think would be more than the other one, but it actually, because of decimal points, does not get more points. Gino had Cairn come out, which pretty good bet. Got an 86 critic score for 16 points. And you also got Yakuza, Kiwami 3, and Dark Ties. I don't know what that is, but
It's a Yakuza 3 remake, and
yes.
it has not gotten points yet, but it looks like it's going to be a disappointment for me.
Yeah. Oh. Well, there's that coming up in the next day or two. We also got Romeo is a Dead Man, who bid on that. Scurvy, friend of the show, Scurvy in the Discord. That's coming up. And Eugenics, which I've been hearing people liked, even though the name is obscene.
Yes, was that Mewgenics, like the Pokemon Mew, but eugenics?
Like
Yeah,
cats.
like the sound that cats make because you're doing you're doing that but on cats.
And that was like a fun pun for the devs.
Yes, that was they thought that was worth naming their whole thing after.
Sure.
You're remembering it, aren't you?
It sticks with you.
I suppose.
Yep. So another couple of games coming out this week. We will update as things shake up.
Yeah. We also there was a community endurance run that myself
Yes.
and Chris Zombie Pie Redacted helped organize to help funnel some funds to the Giant Bomb at Cross Min Max Ice Out fundraiser that they did. Raise money for Veep, which is a charity that helps with food and rent money and just like bringing food to folks who have been trapped in their homes for weeks on end in Minnesota. So thanks to everyone who participated in that. The original fundraiser raised over $250,000. They're at $280,000 right now.
A lot of bones.
So we chipped in a little bit, but I just want to say thanks to everyone who participated and everyone who donated, and who watched. Definitely, it was short notice, and Super Bowl weekend is a tough weekend to fundraise, but just felt like we had to do something, just like why we're doing calls to action on this show. Like it's something that we could do, so we did. Speaking of something we could do, so we did. We played Infinity Nikki, eh?
We did. We did. That is accurate.
Pete, what's Infinity Nikki?
Infinity Nikki is the, I want to say, fourth in the very well-known Nikki saga. As per Deep Listen's tradition, we're not playing any of the early games. And you play as Nikki, as she is thrust into a magical world of just so many different currencies and resources. And you have to navigate that world using the magic power of your incredible styling in different outfits.
Yeah. So, Em, how would you describe the game, like the basic gameplay here? Like, there's a ton of systems, there's a ton of stuff, but what is the most? I guess what is the summary of the gameplay here?
So, do you mean running around the open world, shooting little balls of light at things, petting cats? I think there's like fishing, there's catching bugs. You could collect resources that you can use in the gacha that's attached to this game. You could collect clothes. Is the clothes what you're getting at?
I'm getting at all of it. There's just so
Yeah.
many things. It's a Banjo-Kazooie level of platforming going on and collectathoning, and then it's also like a dressing game. It's got animal petting. It's got so many different ways you can collect stuff. There's combat. Can you believe that the director of one of the most recent Legend of Zelda games directed this game?
I could believe that.
I can.
Yeah. Kentaro Tominaga, a former Breath of the Wild director, worked on the game from Kyoto. But it also had 1,000 members of the development team, which kind of shows. Yeah, I would say probably the core gameplay, quote unquote, is dressing up. And then everything sort of feeds into that. Like when you are doing style duels, you're gonna have outfits based on attributes like sweet or fresh or sexy or cool, and you're gonna fight opponents with that. And sometimes there's little monsters in the overworld, and you're shooting bubbles at them. And there's a lot of like stars you gotta pick up because everything's gotta have stars.
Yeah.
There's a lot to this game.
You've got jiggies, basically. They're whim stars that you need to go pick up. They're like jiggies or stars in Mario. You then use those to level up on kind of a level up tree. It's kind of a sphere griddy progression tree sort of thing. And then you're also picking up a bunch of crafting materials, either by walking up to plants and picking them, or going to pull like pet animals and you get their dander for crafting clothes. You find new clothing designs. And then there's a gacha. So I think it's fair to say, how much do you think the gacha impacts your overall experience? Because someone who might be trying to get into this game or might suggest that their kid or like a niece or a nephew play this game, how bad is the gacha?
So as far as gotchas go, it is kind of unimportant in the grand scheme of actually playing the game, because you could just go through the game, collect all the outfits that are readily available, free to play, and you don't have to ever touch the gacha. It's not like you're pulling for characters or anything. Um, you might open the gacha like every once in a while. It's like a lot of the menu. We got to talk about the menu because
Oh, we do.
it's substantial. Uh, but if you aren't like coerced to look at it by the little uh, icon that pops up whenever you have like something new to look at in a menu, uh, you'll probably be fine. If you are, say, a child, the target audience for this game, I would say, is like 15-year-old girls. Uh,
You
and
think?
if you are, yes,
Is it?
well, I don't know if that's officially what it is.
I would guess 10 to 15-year-old girls.
Yeah, I think it's old enough to have an interest in like dressing up your little character. Uh, I think like younger than 12 is like maybe not their target. Uh,
I think
but
it's basically your Barbie audience or your Polly
yeah,
Pocket audience.
you think it's younger then?
I think it probably starts at the low end of like 8,
All right.
Interesting.
I guess.
Let me rephrase the question here.
Okay.
I don't disagree that that's the target audience. Who do you think's playing this game the most?
Are you implying that
Um,
it's sickos?
Yes.
See, we discussed this on the Discord, and I don't think this is a game for the sickos.
I think they've
But
done everything they can to make it less appealing
I
to
agree.
sickos.
I agree.
yes,
They have done the Lord's work in trying to make this as sicko unfriendly as possible. But when has that ever stopped sickos?
that's true. I'm
Look,
pretty sure I did a little internet search because this is hard hitting journalism. I was like, I would have expected more pornography for this game, and there's surprisingly little. But uh, you don't, I you can't prove that I actually looked at anything, and in a court of law, I will deny it. Um,
Here's my concern, and Gino and I
okay.
spoke about this slightly before we actually started recording.
Hmm.
Is I can conceive a world where there's sickos out there who very much like having an attractive young woman that they are free to dress up in any manner
Ah,
they choose. And they're like,
mm,
yes, I can put her in these outfits and I get to pick the outfits and I can arrange them. And,
I
I
see.
sense that vibe happening. And maybe that says more about me than the world. But I don't think so.
So I would just say to that, this game very much targets its designs at a sensibility for the female gaze and not the
Yes.
male gaze.
Yes.
Like there are not bikinis, or like chainmail bikinis.
Uh-huh.
There's not thongs everywhere. Like the outfits are generally cute and ornate. Like the best outfits in this game are basically Disney princess level, or figure skating level
Mhm.
leotards and dresses and things like sequins everywhere. Uh, Filigree all over the place, all sorts of thread work and uh, tulle. So much tulle in these outfits.
True.
And so I think as much as the designers could make this a game that is generally for someone who would want to wear these dresses, not someone who is imagining tearing these dresses off of someone. I think that is the way they have aired.
Well, no. Hold on. I see what Pete is saying. This is not I want to remove the clothes. This is I want a doll that I could put into
Yes.
anything at my discretion.
M's got it. M's tapped into the
Yeah.
sicko mind
No,
in the same way I have.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, I had this same question in a similar vein when I was playing Uma Musume, because that is also kind of like maybe there's someone that is into like I put a horse girl in a little like outfit and then I make her run as hard as she can. Uh, I was like, is this a thing for someone? Probably, but is it what it's aiming at? I'm not sure.
I think that's a fair distinction. And also, like,
Yeah.
let me say, as I said, this game has done a very good job of resisting that impulse. You can't eliminate sickos in the world. That's not the game's fault.
Yeah, if the designs very much do not try to encourage that kind of approach, I mean, you're just dealing with anything with dress up and a female character is going to have some amount of sickos. I think that this game is trying its best to not do that. And that's I think the best we could say of it. The actual like gameplay part, I think, you get different dresses that unlock different powers, give you like a float jump or an electrician's outfit, so you can fix. You can become a licensed electrician to fix problems.
They get a little odd as they go along.
Yeah.
They're aspirational. You want to be a certified electrician. Do you want to fish? It's got all of those sorts of things. And then, like you said, Em, there's the outfits that are purely cosmetic that are, because you're a stylist. Nikki is a stylist. You can get into style duels, and that's kind of where the gacha comes from. Like you unlock more and more fancy outfits that will help you win those style duels.
I do like the vision of the world where like you don't really fight people. It's like in You Got Served, how like all the problems were solved with dancing. Like all of these are solved with style. And if I lived in this world, I'd be getting my ass kicked in style competitions constantly. I think it'd be fine. I'd get over it.
I like that they resolve their differences via posturing and cool hats.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the same thing that everyone always complains about in Pokemon, where it's like, wow, this world has Pokemon in it, so everything revolves around Pokemon. Like, we gotta have, a gym system. We gotta have contests and stuff like that. Basically, the economy runs around Pokemon battling, but in this case, it's pretty close.
Yeah, and that is cool. I like that even those style battles are not required to make progress really in story mode, or at least not for a very long time. I played hours and hours and hours of this game, and I never got gated by any of the gacha content, which is cool. I think the greatest tragedy and casualty of the gacha in this game is its UI. I think that every menu in this game is worse for the gacha existing. Do you concur, Em?
Yeah, I mean, every game is made worse by a gacha being put into it. But this one is like there's a lot of it. When you actually like get into the menus, like some of these things have like sub menus in their sub menus. It's very like if you go down the rabbit hole, you can get lost in it. And then you're like, I should actually maybe play the game.
You're getting currencies for things that you don't use for story mode, but you can use for gacha stuff. Like almost every currency they're giving you is to try to funnel you into the gacha.
I think that's where the issue comes in with the gacha mania. Like there are so many different currencies and collectibles in this game, and I have to imagine that's a direct result of the gacha mechanics. Like if you were just building the game from scratch, you would never put this many in there.
Right. Yeah.
100%.
This is the common thing in gacha games where it's like once you graph that onto your game, it becomes like how can we funnel as much into that because that's where the money is going to be made in theory. And so you get like you can pick up like a little bit of a currency out in the world and then it's like you need what like 500 to actually pull anything.
Mhm.
So actually playing the game is not going to do very much in the long term. You're gonna basically like be in a you're gonna hit a situation where you're like, okay, if I want to like max out this outfit or whatever, I'm gonna have to spend money on it because it's gonna expire and then I won't be able to get it for another year or something. And it's a whole lot of that sort of thing, which you can avoid. Like, there's nothing that is saying that you need to get into the gotcha side of this game, except for everything about the game.
Except for all the friction. Like
Yes,
there's
exactly.
so many systems that are built to add friction to the game so that
Yes.
you want to pay to go around it. Like
Yep.
you need to pick up all of these resources for crafting, but wouldn't you know it, the ones that are hard to find or are a pain in the ass to get, you can just buy with currency. There's all the outfits that you get from the gacha are better than the outfits you can find in the world. So if you want to get the high level style, win the high level style battles, or just wear the cool stuff, because this is a game that's primarily or secondarily about dress up. Um, well, sorry, you need to play the gacha, or there's just like outfits you buy with cash straight up. Like if you want, there was an outfit that I saw that was kind of like a modern, almost like streetwear sort of outfit with a mask and then very cool uh, top and long pants, like sweatpants sort of thing. Very cool. It was like $10 and
Yep.
$15 or something to buy that. Do you need it? Does it unlock any powers? No. But the game is going to beat you over the head with this. And like to the point where when you're on the gotcha page, if you hit the trailers, they have trailers for each of the new outfits that they put in
Mhm.
there. They give you currency for watching
Yep.
the
For
trailer.
looking at it.
Getting out of those menus is also a pain. Like there's a lot of button presses that you have to, you can accidentally press on that screen because almost every single button is mapped to a different gotcha interaction. So like it's very cumbersome. I feel like the game purposefully disorients you all the time to try and keep you frazzled so that you will just buy stuff by accident. Um, yeah, I think that the game, it definitely suffers for being a gotcha.
Mhm.
But it's not the worst. Like this, we've played worse gotchas for sure. Uh, for
Yeah.
this show, even Genshin is probably as or probably actually Genshin might be less exploitative than this one is.
I
In
would like if we're gonna make the comparison, I would say that it's kind of a with this one, you can tell the like target is a young girl going to her parents and saying, "Can I get this uh, you know, this dress for
Mhm.
$10?" With Genshin, it's like we want the whales. We want people who are spending like thousands of dollars to max out one character. So in that respect, I would say it's more toxic in Genshin's case, but it's more predatory in this case. Like we shouldn't be, exploiting young children like that.
No,
Uh, and that's sort of like where it's making its bread and butter, from what I can tell.
yeah,
Uh,
for sure. I
mhm.
want to emphasize you don't need to pay anything. None of the
Yes.
outfits that you get via the gotcha seem to have a mechanical relevance for the platforming or for a lot of the story missions. But it is gross how ubiquitous it is and how many subsystems. Like there's daily quests, there's a bunch of other like checkbox
so many.
sort of quests.
Yeah.
There's like seasonal quests. It just hammers you with all of this UI nonsense just to try to funnel you into spending $5 at one point. Pete, did you ever find yourself off put by the gacha stuff? How bad did you find it, or good? Did it not bother you?
No, well, I mean, gacha just bothers me in a vacuum, which I think it bothers all of us really. But as you said, I never found myself gate kept. I never found myself gate kept. The closest like to that is at certain points there's like a minimum number of outfits you need to have before they'll let you progress. But you can get those pretty easily just by gameplay. So like I was able to ignore it, but I found myself increasingly annoyed that I had to.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
So the platforming I think is excellent. Honestly, it's a really well designed platformer. All the subsystems, they're running around, like every time you pet an animal for the first time or catch a bug, like the designs are so cool. And the first area of the game, if you go in story mode, that area is kind of like how would you describe it? Like Europe, like fake Europe.
Like
It's
picture like Holland in your head if you know nothing about Holland. Like that's what you're picturing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. I would say there's like a little bit of a Italy in there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of everything.
Very pastoral, very like,
Mm.
oh, it's a small little town, a little hamlet
Right.
nestled in the mountains or something, or by the coast. And that's kind of the aesthetic. The second area, which I actually started in by accident because the game, speaking of the gacha, it tries to shove, like when you start a new game, now that there's a second area out, and I think there's now a third area out, it tries to shunt you off into the new content so that they can try to sell you the new stuff.
Right.
So I accidentally ended up in this giant mushroom forest with no context of what's going on anywhere.
Oh, huh. That's interesting.
Which
How was that for you?
I mean, very disorienting, but boy, that the aesthetics of the second level are awesome.
Yeah.
Like it's the giant mushrooms, and there's mushroom people and giant plants that you can platform on top of, and it just looks super cool. So, like, aesthetically, this game is very cool for a game that's free to play, for sure. But I think we might be burying the lead here. How Kingdom Hearts is this game?
Oh, you're spoiling my quiz, Gino. This game. Okay, so when you start this game, I'm gonna actually open up the wiki because I want to have the names in front of me. The wiki. So when you start this game, you are in like a space level, like I don't even know what to call it. It is the Sea of Stars, and you're
It's the
like
Sea of Stars.
you're hanging out with your like what I'm pretty sure is your nobody in Kingdom Hearts parlance, the seer. She is like telling you all about the worlds and how they're like having a big problem with the abyss, and you're getting a lot of really broad details, and then you go into the actual chapter 1, and I don't think that comes back up maybe ever. So it's very when you first started off, you're like, what is happening? And then you go in and you're like, I'm gonna pet some cats.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fish today.
There's like space whales, and the world's falling
Yeah.
apart, and it's like you've got the Infinity Heart, which lets your heart. You've got all sorts of
But
sick
it's bad.
outfits.
but the
Your heart.
Infinity Heart is bad somehow, and like it's very of an era, I want to say. Um, I feel like we were just making these games for a while. I would call them. I was talking about this with Daisy earlier. We were like, "Is this a genre?" And I'm like, Honkai Star Rail is what they brought up as like a comparison where you're like going to other worlds. You're not getting isekai'd into them. You're just kind of like ending up there, and then you have to like do a little quest in that area. And I call them world hoppers. I don't know if that's an official term or anything,
It is
but
now.
I'm coining it, and it seems like that's what this is going to be. And then I didn't get far enough to tell you if it ever comes back around.
Oh, you need to get the. Are they Infinity outfits? What are the? What
The
are the
Right.
outfits?
miracle
Yes.
outfits.
Right, Pete. The
Mhm.
miracle outfits. You said.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
There were
Yeah.
a lot of terms thrown at me in
Oh my
that.
god, so many.
And the miracle outfits. So you're not trying to lock the hearts of these worlds. You're trying to find each world's miracle outfit,
Right.
which seems to always be tied with some sort of weird deity that the rest of the world
Mhm.
like doesn't acknowledge that much. Like there's
Yep.
usually some kind of deity going on, and as you advance the story quests, you will get inspiration to make like the tiara of the miracle outfit or the shoes,
Yeah.
until you eventually have the whole miracle outfit.
Yeah, there's
So,
like a budding holy war going on in this world. It's a little odd,
yeah.
like how religious strife seems to be taking over.
It
The
does.
mhm.
It's
The thing
odd.
I think it is this ties it into the larger Nikki like games, which we know basically nothing about because I didn't look at them. Uh, yeah, like the introduction chapter is called "Through the Collapse of Time and Space,"
Hell
which
yeah.
holy shit.
My favorite metal album.
and then and then you go into the Wishfield arc, and the chapter is called "Accident at the Clothing Store."
Yep.
But then unexplained coma incidents.
Yeah, so Pete, what's going on with comas?
Well, I mean, so this world's obsessed with wishing. Everybody's wishing
Um,
constantly, wishing for everything. But some nefarious actors have introduced these quick wish bottles that if you use, they send you into a coma until your wish is granted. It's like, God help you if your wish is like, be, God Emperor of the world.
Yeah, you overdose on wishing. And I like that when you overdose on wishing, first you start hallucinating vividly,
Yeah.
and then you fall into a coma. These wishing jars are laced with fentanyl.
More or less.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
you try to get to the bottom of it. I don't think any of us finished Wishfield, right? We never got to the end of that section.
God no.
No.
There's so much. Like there's
There's-
so much game here.
There's so much to get distracted by.
Yeah, because
I,
there's
I
like
don't have time for doing the main story. I gotta fish.
and you've got to get to all the whim stars, which like every area, the game every 2 seconds is like, hey, there's another whim star here. Don't you want to
Mhm.
get it?
Yep. It's like you can very quickly get off the main trail because you could just start following like wish stars and all the little things you gotta pick up and things that are just like, I don't know, a little bit of money. And you could just follow that for hours. It's just, and then you're like, where the fuck am I? I'm out in the woods.
Yeah, and like the platforming puzzles for getting the whim stars are fun. It's
Mhm.
fun to go into these little things. Like there's a bunch of different Whimstar types. Some of them you just platform and you pick them up like a regular star in Mario or something. Some of them you hit and then they split into many pieces and you have to go find
Mhm.
the pieces. Some of them you hit and then there's a star hidden in the environment somewhere, like in art or
Yeah.
furniture, and you need to find it, and that's how you get the Whimstar. Some of them are butterflies that fly around and you catch them with your net, or like a little ferret that you need to pet with your pet
Mhm.
powers, or a fish you need to catch. So there's like tons of different ways that you can get these things. And each of them is kind of fun and interesting, and you don't actually need that many. You do need them to level up some of your powers, because that's how you unlock higher skills. And you do need some amount of money for the same reason, because it also costs you money. But the game throws way more at you than you need, at least at the beginning. The further in you get, you start getting handicapped by how much money you have access to or how many whim stars, but it's a while. Like, I think I played for 10 plus hours and never really got handicapped or hard capped by those things.
Mhm.
Pete, what was your favorite outfit of the like?
Oh my
functional
god, I've
outfits?
been waiting for you to ask. They're all pretty good, honestly. I have a top two, the ones I
Mhm.
saw at least. Number 1A is the bug catching outfit.
Nice.
Really love the bug catching outfit. Number 1B is my police uniform. I don't generally support the police, but in this world, they seemed pretty okay. They gave me a nice uniform.
It did. And you need
Did-
to. You get to grill a guy.
Yeah. Does the police uniform give you
Gives me
police
It gives me
powers?
confidence. I forget what the exact
Oh.
description is, but it's basically like poise. I think is what it gives me.
Yeah, it really. You just, in order to grill this guy who's in prison, you need to be dressed up like a cop so that he thinks
Yes.
you're with the cops. That's
Very
it.
good.
You don't actually have a power or anything, and I forget. I think it gives you some cool stats, but not that much. It's not a very good outfit for style fights.
No, but if I had to pick one, it would be bug catcher.
How about you? What was your favorite outfit?
The outfit that I really wanted was the one that was in the gacha when we started to play this game,
Gotcha.
which was the celestial deer set, because it makes you like a centaur
Deer?
and you get
Like
like a
like the animal, yeah.
yes, yeah, you get like little horns and you get like a little centaur situation going. It gives you like a triple jump, I think, and
Ooh.
like a boost. And I was like, oh man, they know what I would have wanted coming into this. They saw me coming, but I was like, nope, nope, nope. I'm gonna play this game uh, without getting
Umamusa
drawn
made.
in. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend any money on this game that I'm gonna play for 2 weeks for this podcast and then put down. And so I resisted the urge to actually get it, but with the free currency that I got, I did get a few pieces of it. But that doesn't do shit for you.
Yeah, you need the
You
whole
need the
outfit.
whole outfit to do the thing. So I unsuccessfully lusted after that one. As far as outfits that I actually use, I don't know. Uh, yeah, I literally couldn't tell you a name of any of them.
I really like
The
the electrician's
electrician is
outfit.
fun. Yeah, that's
The
what I was gonna
electrician
say.
outfit. One of the worst outfits.
I just think it's very cute to have extension cables as a belt.
So unsafe.
Extension cables as a belt and just loose pieces of wire as an earring.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice, I'll say.
It is. It's she's got rubber shoes. She's grounded.
She's also got like a little pin that's got like a little dongle hanging off of it.
Yeah,
Just me.
a sick visor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very fun. Like this game, I think another issue with its UI and its controls is that there's so many things you can do that, in order to swap your controls for what your your secondary job is. Like you've got jump, you've got an attack button, and that actually changes depending on which like world you go to. If you go to Wishfield first, you're going to get orbs that you can throw. If you go to the second level, which I forget what its name is, you get a bow, and that bow's your attack button instead. And I use that instead of the orbs. But then you also have like catch things with a butterfly net, or fish, or pet animals, or fix electrical issues. And so you have to basically hit, I think, R2 on a controller, and then you need to navigate to which of those secondary abilities you want, select it, and then it changes what your square button does. It's not context sensitive, right? You need to constantly be equipping and de-equipping these different outfits in order to do the thing. And it gets cumbersome because you get a lot of abilities.
Yeah, you do. You get a ton of I mean, that's the whole deal, right? Is to amass outfits.
Yep. And because of that, it just makes the UI and the controls a bit fiddly. Because you're going to see, at any given time, looking out into the world, you will see 3 butterflies, 5 birds, and then a babbling brook with fish in it. And so to just do that, you're going to need to change outfits probably 3 or 4 times just to collect the things. And this will happen every few seconds. And it's overwhelming. It wouldn't be a problem if they didn't ask you to do it so often, but they ask you to do it constantly. Which meant that I mostly just stayed with the bug catching net, because catching bugs doesn't start a little cutscene, whereas petting animals does. So I just did that most of the time. So did any of you get to the song portion of the game where
I have to play the violin?
Song.
Not when you play the violin. What happens with playing the violin?
Yeah, I have to play the violin to soothe a nervous cat.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I was thinking about when you go to there's a Wish
Yes.
Emporium or something, and
Answer your question, yes. It's a pretty good song.
yeah, you stand on a giant origami crane, and then it starts flying, and then some sort of pop song starts playing with lyrics.
Is this an idle game? An IDOL, not
okay.
IDLE.
You're not the one singing, interestingly enough. It's just background song.
Oh.
It's just appreciate this song, and whatever you do, don't jump. I learned that the hard way.
So you just float around while the song is happening?
Yeah, more or less.
And look at this cool environment they made.
It is a cool environment. Probably the best one in the game, at least from what I saw.
At least so far, yeah. It was really cool looking, and it just flies you around real slow through the environment. And then if you make the mistake I made and you jump, the thing just leaves you the F behind and you fall to your death.
Oh.
Then you have to start over again so you can appreciate the majesty the correct way.
Mm-hmm.
It made
Is that
me
the only way to get a game over?
You could drown.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
It made me wonder, I was like, is this a response to K-pop Demon Hunters? And then I was like, no,
This
this
was
came
before.
out,
Yeah.
2 years before that.
So I'd say that K-pop Demon Hunters was riding the same zeitgeist as Infinity Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, was there any story moments, Pete, that jumped out to you?
No, of course not. The story is gibberish, more or less. Everybody's obsessed with wishing. People are going to comas. You need to solve why these comas are happening. And they're just going to throw new named characters at you constantly. You know what the one thing that actually did? I appreciated it at first, and then it started to grate on me, which again says more about me than anything else. It was just how earnest everybody is. Everybody's super stoked on what's going on. They all just want to be good people and help each other out. They're great friends. They love each other. And I was like, somebody just be snarky, a little bit, and not in a way that's talking about barbecue or something. It makes me want to stab my ears out.
What about the style goons who were wearing fedoras and
oh yeah,
the onyx scissors,
the black scissors,
yeah, the black scissors.
They were pretty good. But that's it's hard to be earnest and it's hard to be a legitimate tool in a world where style competitions are how you solve all your problems.
Oh man, but the black scissors are massive tools.
They're tough. They're a hard group.
We're stylists who steal outfits. We steal drawings.
They're Team Rocket, but for this game.
Pretty much.
Following my earlier
want
sentiment.
dope scarves.
You know the one thing that did bother me the most about the game is the same thing that bothers me about fashion in general. I'll put my cards on the table. I think fashion's kind of dumb. I think we should all just wear jumpsuits all the time. But like, this is a game where like the best thing you can do is be a consumer. Like to buy more and more clothing and more accessories until you have more and more outfits. It's just a very like accretive, very avaricious way to live.
Mhm.
Well, counterpoint, Pete.
Sure.
The character is a stylist, so in this game's universe, Nikki is coming up with the outfits
Yeah.
herself.
Well,
She's making her own clothes.
yeah, you're finding like
Fair.
the
Yeah, I'm just like
sketches.
yeah, and I'm just grooming sheep in the field to like get wool, I suppose. I was making that next logical leap. Like if I'm the tween girl playing this game, the message I'm getting is I need more clothes. Not, oh, I need to go catch bees and fish, which I can then turn into clothing.
Which I then sew into my clothes.
Sew together.
Man, I want to find a small child who thinks this is how you make clothes, and they just have just a bunch of thread with bees sticking out of it. Em, was there any favorite story moments for you in this game?
I mean, I was just enamored with that first part where you're floating through the sea of stars, because I was like, if I was a teen girl when I saw this, this would probably rewire my brain. This is the bullshit that I got with Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And
That's true. I
you
love
know.
Kingdom Hearts.
Mhm.
Why? I guess I am the hypocrite for not liking the earnestness here.
You're just too old. You've already Kingdom Hearts instead of Infinity Nikki'd.
I was thinking the same thing about the gacha mechanics because I found them all very overwhelming. In the same way that I find like TikToks and YouTube shorts where they're like half video and half Subway Surfers very overwhelming. Like maybe I'm old now.
Yeah. Here, I have a thing for that. Let me go find it real quick. I'll put it in a chat.
Is it quiz time?
Well, it is quiz time, but I'm also going to send... Dang, it's not in my memes channel. What the fuck? God damn it. Now I gotta go on the internet and find it.
Oh, God forbid.
I'll never find it.
I am 30 or 40 years old, and I don't need this. This is from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. There you go. You can use that for anything that you are too old for.
Yeah, that checks
such
out.
as this game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I can use that for another, 15 years or so.
Yep.
After that, you're on your own.
Yeah. Am I here?
Right.
You brought a quiz?
I have brought a quiz. If you are listening to our previous 2 episodes, we've been doing quizzes, which I didn't think would be our thing for this year, but it might be if we keep this up. I have prepared a quiz of 21 questions.
Ooh.
Yeah. The trick of this one is in the previous quizzes, it was me and Pete against each other. For this one, I think it's just going to be you two against me.
You made the quiz. How would I be?
Well, yes, but I'm trying to trick you, you see.
Oh.
This is going to be, is this an Infinity Nikki quote, or is this a Kingdom Hearts quote?
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Because as I was playing this game, I was like, there's a lot of overlap here.
First off, is there a trick question? It's both. Is that an answer?
I didn't find an overlap that close.
Just want to make sure.
There is one trick question, but we'll see when we get to it.
Neither.
Okay.
It could be neither. Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled that. Yes.
One small joke. I was at a work event one time, and somebody made a joke comparing the Bible to Kingdom Hearts, and I thought it was the funniest damn thing I'd ever heard, and nobody else laughed. I was like, this joke is only for me.
Everyone else is like, what is Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, everybody's like, we have no idea what you're talking about.
Everyone else is like, you sound like a blasphemer.
Are we ready to begin?
Yep, of course.
Yes.
So you need to come to a consensus between the two of you for each one.
Okay.
All right. First one. Also, I'm going to try and read these with as little affect as I can because I feel like I might give it away for some of these. All right. The first one. I've been having these weird thoughts lately, like is any of this for real or not?
That's Kingdom Hearts.
That feels Kingdom Hearts.
That's Kingdom Hearts. That's the
Feels
opening
like
of Kingdom
Roxas
Hearts 1.
stuff.
It's the
That
first
is-
thing that happens in Kingdom Hearts 1.
That is Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm sorry to tell you.
Fuck, shit.
Was it
Still
Roxas
the same.
stuff?
It was Roxas.
Yeah. All right. Well, we
Good
still
job,
got it.
Pete. Okay. I want to see a broader world and explore a more distant future. If I never stop moving, does this world truly have no end?
Infinity
Gotta
Nikki.
I was gonna say Kingdom Hearts.
Okay,
All right.
Who in Infinity Nikki do you think said that?
Nikki.
Really? You think Nikki? Read the quote again, Ed.
I want to see a broader world and explore a more distant future. If I never stop moving, does this world truly have no end?
You think
Okay, fine.
said
Nikki
that?
doesn't have the introspection necessary to say that. So Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, going Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was Infinity Nikki.
Oh,
I
God damn it.
apologize, Gino.
This
I apologize.
was. I'll tell you where it's from. This was a item description
Oh,
on the.
fuck off.
Hold on. On the far and away outfit, Days and Nights, which is the socks of that outfit. All right.
I read so many of those descriptions, Pete. Don't quote
I read none of them.
All right. A scattered dream that's like a far off memory. A far off memory that's like
Kingdom
a
Hearts.
scattered dream. Yes, that's Kingdom Hearts from the Kingdom Hearts 2 opening. That was said by Sora. But if I enter the cycle again, won't I forget you? Then this time, let me be the one to find you and meet you all over again.
I swear to Christ, if this is off another pair of socks, I'm going to lose my mind.
This is Infinity Nikki. This is Nikki, I think, talking to the seer at the beginning of the game.
Gino, I'll defer to you. I got nothing on this one.
You are correct. It is Infinity Nikki, but it is not from the conversation with the seer. This is from a exclusive quest. I don't know if any of us did that, but I saw a screenshot of this and I locked it in. This was a conversation between Miss Bai and Nikki. It is in chapter 2 of the exclusive quest Untying the Knot.
Okay. I know my gibberish.
So we are up to 3 points. All right. The loss of one world is but a fleeting whisper. That world was only one thread among countless others.
That feels Kingdom Heartsy.
I think it's Infinity Nikki because of thread. It's very similar to
good
Kingdom
catch.
Hearts.
Good catch. Gino, you were right about the last one. I will
Oh.
defer to you on this one.
Infinity Nikki.
It is Infinity Nikki. Do you want to
Yeah,
guess where it's
that's killing
from?
me.
Roxas says it.
Right. Yes.
Infinity Nikki.
Infinity Nikki's Roxas says it.
Who actually says it? Is it the seer or something?
It is the seer. Okay. Yes. It
Yeah,
is the seer.
it is the Roxas of Infinity Nikki.
Correct. Did somebody say the door to darkness?
That's Kingdom Hearts.
That's Kingdom Hearts, yeah.
Thought maybe I could make you hesitate for a second there. The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may even give in, but I've learned deep down there's a light that never goes out.
I think this one's actually Infinity Nikki from the very beginning of the game in the gibberish zone.
I was going to say the same thing, actually.
Wrong!
Fuck.
This is Kingdom Hearts. This is Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1 ending.
I'm going to point out Kyrie's name hasn't come up once yet. Which
Yes.
That's erasure.
I did do a Control F in the Infinity Nikki's wiki to see if they had a character named Kyrie, but sadly they did not. They did not have a named Sora, which is surprising to me. I think it's because it's a Chinese game.
Could you imagine if Mickey
It
showed
doesn't
up, though?
exist.
The lawsuits that would
Oh.
emerge.
That would be so funny. All right, where are we? Okay. The closer you get to light, the greater your shadow becomes.
Oh,
That's Kingdom Hearts.
That's Kingdom Hearts.
It is Kingdom Hearts. That's Ansem in Kingdom Hearts 1 opening.
That's a tutorial.
Okay. This story isn't just about one glorious moment. It includes long periods of darkness. Everything fades with the passing of time. Strife, tears, death. There is beauty, there is also deep sorrow.
That feels like Infinity Nikki.
I'll go with Pete on this one.
Correct. That is the character Giovanni in Chapter 1 of Infinity Nikki.
Yeah. Says that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some
got some
Kingdom
weird
Hearts boy
lines.
tendencies to him.
Yeah. It's still bouncing around in my head. No, in my heart. Is this a vision?
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
Kingdom Hearts?
It says heart.
It does say heart. It is Infinity Nikki.
Fuck.
Nikki says this in Chapter 1. This is proving my my thesis. Thank you. They can take your world. They can take your heart. Cut you loose from all you know. But if it's your fate, then every step forward will always be a step closer to home.
Kingdom Hearts.
Feels good to me.
Yes, this is Kingdom Hearts 3 from the opening. The concentrated dark essence is closing in. Get away.
Oh, I mean, shit, it could actually be either.
I think that's Kingdom Hearts.
I think it is too, but if it's Infinity Nikki, I won't be shocked.
It is Infinity Nikki. Momo says this in the boss fight of Chapter 7 in Wishfield.
Okay. At least I didn't see that far in.
Yeah. All right. I doubt we can be together forever, but isn't that what's growing up's all about? What's important isn't how often we see each other, but how often we think about each other, right?
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it feels like some Roxas shit.
This was said in Kingdom Hearts 2 by Hainer 2 Roxas.
All right, yeah. They're all eating those sea salt
Yeah.
popsicles up on the clock tower.
The Sea of Stars connects countless worlds where all possibilities of the universe exist.
That's Infinity Nikki because Sea of Stars.
I spoiled that one earlier. I kick myself. Unlike darkness, there is more to light than meets the eye. You might be surprised.
Kingdom Hearts?
I was going to say Infinity Nikki on that one. Who's Gino, are you our rubber vote right now?
No, you can have it.
All right, Infinity Nikki.
This was Kingdom Hearts. This was Kingdom
Never
Hearts
trust
3.
me, Gino.
This was the boy in white in the opening.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Sure it is.
Yep. Okay. Hearts are powerful when they're connected, but if you put too much of that power in one place, some of those hearts might end up breaking.
Kingdom Hearts.
It is Kingdom Hearts. Zigbar says this in Olympus.
I was going to say Zigbar. Yep. Zigbar says that.
That's
That's
Obviously.
a Zigbar line right there, yeah.
As the protagonist of your own story, it's up to you to overcome and forge ahead.
Infinity Nikki.
Pete?
I can't see Infinity Nikki saying protagonist. Gino, I was the vote last time.
I think it's probably like the seer or something because
Yeah.
they're like, it's a free to play game. You're in charge, buddy.
Oh, yes.
You get to spend your money on whatever outfits you like.
All right, this is Honkai Star Rail.
Oh, you son of
the trick question.
You cheater.
I got him. What happens when those bonds are stretched to their limit? When they are worlds apart, can cloth and plastic hold on to their hearts?
Yeah, I feel like this is a trick one. That cloth that they threw out there. But this seems like something that, what's his name? Who's the villain again?
Handsome.
Yeah, this feels like something he would say.
So going Kingdom Hearts. It is Kingdom Hearts. This is Kingdom Hearts 3, the Toy Story level. Young Xehanort says this.
That was close.
I also did a Control F in the Kingdom Hearts scripts
Xehanort.
for cloth. Before you go, you will need more suitable traveling clothes. Those look a bit small for you.
Kingdom Hearts. This is
when it gets too close.
Yeah. The Fair God.
I will say too, though, like listening to all these quotes back to back is melting my brain. Like, still part of it just slipping away.
You're doing pretty well. You're getting a lot of them, but this was the intent.
Not a source of pride. I don't think.
All right, we're almost done. There's no need for confusion, for even darkness fears the sincere prayers and warm-hearted wishes that hang upon the shoulders of those who journey in the night.
Infinity Nikki, because there is no god or prayer in Kingdom Hearts.
Correct. Yeah. Yep.
God does not shine his light on Kingdom Hearts.
That was a good pull.
There are a lot of quotes in Infinity Nikki about prayer and gods, and I tried to
It's a
avoid
religious
those.
war. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Long ago, something beyond even my understanding stirred within this heart. From it, countless reflections of the world emerged. These countless worlds, as beautiful as a kaleidoscope, are gone in the blink of an eye.
This is Infinity Nikki.
I was going to say the same thing.
This is Infinity Nikki. This is the seer in the opening. And that's the game.
How did
You're
you do?
pretty
I think
good.
we did pretty well.
I think you got 17 of my 21 questions.
And one of them was not even one of the two games.
What was Hawkeye
Yeah.
Star Rail?
I didn't count that one. So actually, yeah, you got 17 without the without that one.
Heck, thank you, Em, for a lovely quiz. That was fun. I think the
You
takeaway is
playing it is fun.
if you're a Kingdom Hearts pervert who's waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4, which is never coming out, you can play Infinity Nikki instead and kind of get the same vibes.
Yeah.
Unless you're a very, very serious Kingdom Hearts pervert and you actually play the gummy ship sections.
Yeah, we're skipping that and going right into the level.
And there's definitely, I know Yatsu, who picked this for us, was like, my little niece plays this game. I think there are definitely worse games that a little niece could get into.
Most definitely.
Seems not especially bad.
Although that gotcha, really.
Yeah, as long as they keep their finances in order.
Yeah, just don't give her a credit card. It'll be okay.
You know what I just saw before we end? I just scrolled down my Blue Sky and I saw 1000X Resist is now at an all-time low price of $16.89. I was like, of course, right after we play that,
Yep,
it goes on sale.
That's how it works. All right, it's now my turn to pick. We have done 2 straight rounds of fan picks due to their victories in various leagues we run. So it's my turn to pick again, and I am going to pick Skate Story.
Skate Story?
Skate Story.
Say more.
Ollie,
Oh.
kickflip, and grind your way through the ash and smoke of the underworld as you take on a seemingly impossible quest. Skate fast to destroy demons and save other tortured souls on your journey from fragile beginner to a hardened skater.
Okay. So, like, not quite Tony Hawk.
It appears to be Tony Hawk, except you are a demon made of glass. So anytime you fall, you shatter into a million pieces.
Okay. Okay, so, like, late era
Oh.
Tony Hawk.
This
Yeah.
looks
Like
wild.
Thug 2 Tony Hawk.
Yeah, this looks amazing. This was suggested to us in the short list.
Mm.
And I like everything about how this looks.
I can see why it is a Devolver Digital, probably one of our most represented game publishers
Yep.
in this show. Yeah, okay, I'm down for that.
All right, Skate Story coming up next. Reminder, you can get in touch with the show, deeplistenspodcast@gmail.com, deeplistens.libsyn.com. That's where our podcasts are. You can also hit up our comment sections there, deeplistenspodcast.bluesky.social. There's our social media. You can support the show on patreon.com/deeplistens. And please do donate if you can to ilcm.org/donate. Thank you, Pete.
Yeah, this one was a fun change of pace. As Gino said, we wouldn't have seen otherwise.
Thank you, M.
Thank you. Donate $100 to me so I can get that celestial deer outfit.
And thank you, listeners. Till next time, peace.